Yeah, well, Dr. Ralph Heap is asking for public money to pay for his campaign. That's called clean election money. But he's accused of breaking the rules. And the reason why there are so many eyes on this case is because Heap is the father of Maricopa County Recorder Justin Heap, whose own handling of election matters has been controversial.
We were never here to remove anybody from the ballot. I just wanted to make that clarification. This is just about funding.
That was the message from Commissioner Christina Werther before the board voted 3-1 to release campaign funds to Dr. Ralph Heap. The commission had been withholding the money over concerns Heap's campaign violated a rule against creating debt before qualifying for public funding.
The commission finds there is reason to believe that Dr. Heap has violated a statute or rule of which the commission has jurisdiction and to proceed with an investigation.
If we don't follow the rules, if we don't enforce them, what good is clean elections? This is taxpayer dollars.
The original complaint over these campaign signs was filed by Republican Lisa Everett.
Let's face it, signs work. That's why politicians pay thousands and thousands of dollars for these signs. This gave Heap an advantage in this race, and he knew that.
The board is now arguing Heap's campaign did not properly report the transaction.
And we have an issue of first impression.
You heard Mr. Collins say this is an issue of first impression, which is a nice way of saying the commission has never done this to any other participating candidate.
Attorney Tim Lasota argues the scrutiny of Heap's campaign is politically motivated. Dr. Heap is the father of Maricopa County Recorder Justin Heap, who has claimed 2020 election results were rigged against Donald Trump. His office has also faced scrutiny over its handling of election equipment.
The people that scream election integrity the most need to step up now and start speaking for the integrity of clean elections.
Now, the bottom line here is Heap gets that campaign money now, but the legal questions are still there. The commission says the investigation will determine whether there are or were any campaign finance violations, and that process could ultimately lead to more trouble for Dr. Heap. Reporting live here in the newsroom, Alexis Dominguez for Arizona's Family.